In this video, I am going to explain the class diagram. So, in class diagram depicts the classes and their interrelationships. So, it is used for describing the structure and behavior of use cases. So, this class diagram is under the structural diagram is one of the part of structural UML diagram. It shows the fixed and constant view of any software system. So it provides the conceptual model of systems in terms of entities and their relationships. So used for requirements capture and end user interactions. So it also shows a detailed class diagram is useful for a software developer to understand the classes, attributes and the operations performed by that class. So these are the notations used to draw the class diagram. The classes and interfaces is nothing but this is a rectangle shows with three different sections: name of the class, attributes and operations. They are used to show the different objects in a systems, their attributes, their operations and the relationship with other classes. This is the notation used to represent the object, which is nothing but the instance of a class. Then the different types of the relationship. One of the type of relationship is aggregation. Aggregation is shown with this particular arrow, describing group of objects and how they interact with them. Composition is one of the relationship of association. So this represent whole part of relationships and in a form of aggregation. This is a filled diamond. In aggregation, this is unfilled diamond. Dependency is another notations in class diagram which shows the relationship which one element and the client uses or depends on another elements as a supplier. So dependency, clients and the users and the suppliers. Then generalization is another relationships which is used as a type of inheritance in class diagram. So which one model element, that is child, is based on another model that is a parent class or superclass and subclass. So this representation is done with this particular arrow. Association is a form of simple type of relationship between two classes that describes the reasons of relationships and the rules governing relationship. It is a simple form of relationship with a solid straight line. The next is a multiplicity. A multiplicity explains how many objects are present in the relationship of association relationships. So the first is one represent one and only one class is relate with it. 0 and 1 is related. From many to n. Star means from 0 to many positive numbers. 0 to star means from 0 to any positive numbers. 1 to star, 1 to many. Then to drawing a class diagram, first we need to identify classes, their relationships and attributes and the relationship. So identifying the class models, which classes do we need? Identify the model association, that is called as type of associations. Define the attributes which are present in that particular class. Then these are the few examples of one particular single class. So to make that class diagram, a class is represented with this example. A class name is rectangle. Then attributes of that class is width, height and area. This is the data types of it. This is the operations performed by the class rectangle. This is having the visibility of these attributes and these operations. So minus indicates a private visibility. It can be accessed by its class member functions. plus it can be accessed by any other class protected. The subclass of this class can be accessed, and a similar type of the classes which are grouped together, we called it as a package or default visibility, that is tilde. So this is another example of student class with attributes name, ID and total students present. And these are the two methods or operations performed by the student class: get ID and get email. Then the one of the example of class diagram is hotel management system. So this hotel management system, the classes manager, inventory, receptionist, chef, guest, rooms, food items, housekeepings and bill. This manager class is having a association relationship with inventory, and this indicates a multiplicity. More than one manager with zero to many inventories are handled by this manager. So manager name, ID, phone number and location, these are the operations: purchase, inventory, record complaints, managing staff, which is related with the guest. So more than one manager and guest may be one or more, so one to many multiplicities there. Name of the guest, ID, phone number, address and room number, these are the operations of guest class: check-in, check-out, pay bill, order food and submit feedbacks. This guest is related with the rooms. This guest is having relationship with bill, to pay a bill. Class name is bill, attributes are bill number and guest name. This guest is also related with food items class, and this food item class is related with the chef to prepare that food based on the orders. This food item is also related with housekeeping staff, so name of the staff, ID, location and clean that particular room. This particular guest is also related with rooms and receptionist. So receptionist will allocate the rooms to the guest. So receptionist class is having name, ID, phone number, location, check room availability, book a room, generate a bill, accept customer feedback, which is related with this bill class. So these are the type of association relationship, and this indicate the multiplicity: more than one receptionist and zero to many bills will be generated by this receptionist. Then the types of relationships in class diagram. As we know, the association relationships, this is a simple form of relationship with one class student and one class instructor. So one instructor, one to many relationship. Then second, aggregation, exist alone. So this is a car class and engine and wheels. So in this particular aggregation, this particular classes exist independently without this class. Generalization is a type of inheritance. This is follow a bottom-up approach, and this follows a top-down approach of inheritance. Composition is type of, again, association. In this, a merge type of relationship. So another example of aggregation, car has a engine, and this is a optional thing. So without a car, engine can be exist. Here it is a must or compulsory. So book is having the pages, that is called as composition type of association. This is another example of order details. So customer and order. One customer can order more than one. So association relationship. This order is associated with a payment. This payment is having three different classes which are derived, credit, cash and check. This order is related with the order details with the aggregation. Order class contains order detail classes could not be a composition because this is an unfilled diamond. If it is filled, then it's a compulsory, and then that is called composition. Multiplicity, 1 to many, 0 to many, or 1 is related with the class item, name of that class, attributes and operations. This is one example of library management system class diagram. These are the parent classes and these are the derived classes, that is, or child classes. We call it as a superclass and subclass, or parent and child class. So book may be a journal, magazine and study books. So attributes, book ID, author name, price, rack number, status, citation, date of purchase. Attributes and operations, display book details and update status. Book, issues by the librarian. Librarian creates a transaction. Transaction refers a bill. Librarian creates a bill. These are a simple association type of relationship. That's why it is a simple straight line is used. A member record pays a bill. So these are attributes and these are the operations. This particular member record class is having two derived classes that we called it as a child classes, student and faculty. So member record, member may be a student, may be a faculty. So this is an example of class diagram. So when we see this class diagram, the focus is on class name, attributes and the operation, and the type of relationship between the classes are shown in the class diagrams. So what are the benefits of this class diagram? As we understand the general overview and plan of this application with this class diagram, we can also understand the data models of information systems, no matter how complex they are. So it also shows the visually expressing any specific need of the system. This particular class diagram focuses on the statical view of any software system. It shows the collaboration amongst the elements in a statical view. It also describing the functionalities performed by the different classes in the particular systems. So the construction of software application using object-oriented language, this class diagram play very vital role in the implementation of any software systems. So these references are used to create the PPTs. Thank you.